Breaking news in Toronto. The Maple Leafs might be on the verge of making one of the biggest moves before the trade deadline, and the name involved is no small player, Mikko Rantanen. But does this trade really have a chance of happening? How? Could it change the Leafs' playoff run? And more. What could this possible trade mean for Mitch Marner's future? The answer might surprise you. Stay tuned until the end, because this story has layers that few are noticing. According to Nick Kypreos, from the Star, Toronto is closely monitoring Rantanen's situation and might make an aggressive offer to the Carolina Hurricanes. The speculated package would include one of the franchise's top prospects, either Easton Cowan or Fraser Minton, along with forward Bobby McMann and a draft pick. For some, this might seem like a high price, but considering Rantanen's quality and the immediate impact he can bring, this could be a game-changing move for the Leafs. And it doesn't stop there. Leafs GM Brad Treliving has made it clear in recent interviews that he is willing to be aggressive in the market. Toronto wants to ensure it has a strong roster heading into the crucial part of the season, and with the team currently sitting second in the Atlantic Division, just 1 point behind the Florida Panthers, a reinforcement like Rantanen could be the difference between another early exit and a historic playoff run. Mikko Rantanen, 27, is in the final season of his 6-year contract, worth $55.5 million. Since being traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes at the end of January, he has struggled to adjust, recording only 5 points in 9 games. But don't be fooled! Before the trade, Rantanen was playing at a high level with the Avalanche, putting up 64 points in 49 games. In other words, we're talking about a proven player who can be a game changer for any team. And here's a key detail. Would he be a good fit for Toronto? With Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander, and John Tavares, the Leafs already have an elite offensive core, but the team still struggles with secondary scoring. Rantanen could be the perfect piece to solve that problem, adding even more firepower to an already talented forward group. Now, the salary cap question arises. Could the Leafs financially accommodate Rantanen? The answer is yes, and more easily than many would think. As Elliot Friedman explained on the 32 Thoughts podcast, the Chicago Blackhawks had already retained 50% of Rantanen's salary when they sent him to Carolina. If the Hurricanes agree to retain another half of that amount, Toronto would only need to absorb $2.3 million against the cap. With some roster adjustments, that amount could be easily managed. This scenario makes the trade even more tempting for the Maple Leafs. After all, landing a player of Rantanen's caliber at a reduced cap hit is a rare opportunity in the market. But here's something that few people are considering. This trade could be much more than just a move to strengthen the team for the playoffs. It could directly impact Mitch Marner's future in Toronto. Marner will become a free agent at the end of the season, and if contract extension talks don't progress before July 1st, the Leafs might face a tough decision. And if Marner doesn't re-sign, who better to take on a key role in the team than Mikko Rantanen? Nick Kypreos raised this exact point. If GM Brad Treliving fails to get Marner to sign a long-term contract, bringing in Rantanen could be a valuable insurance policy. In other words, this trade could serve a dual purpose for the Leafs, boosting the team for the playoffs, while also preparing for a potential Marner departure. With the trade deadline approaching, all eyes are on the moves that Brad Treliving might make. The Maple Leafs are at a crucial moment in their season, and a decision like this could shape the franchise's future for years to come. Now I want to hear from you. Should Toronto go all in for Rantanen? Would this move make sense for the Leafs, or would the price be too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. because the NHL trade market is heating up, and I'll keep you updated on everything. See you in the next video.